Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome back to our YouTube channel once again. And it is my hope and prayer that this video is actually going to find you guys in good health. Personally, I am fine. Kisumu is also fantastic, as you can see. And maybe you could also let me know where you are watching the video from, the county or the country, in case you are out of the Republic. Ladies and gentlemen, I want us to begin this video by asking you guys a very simple question. And I require a honest answer from you, yes or no. Do you think that Uhuru Kenyatta, or Jubilee Party for that matter, can successfully engineer an impeachment motion in Parliament against William Ruto? Can Uhuru Kenyatta successfully impeach Ruto out of office through Parliament? Yes or no? I'm waiting to read your answer. Yesterday, Jeremiah Kioni and NEC members of Jubilee Party held their meeting, and they announced to the country that they are planning to sponsor a motion in Parliament, and that motion, if it will go through, it will compel people like Ruto, who are interfering with the political parties, to leave office. Which begs the question, do you think Jubilee, at its current state, can engineer such a move? For me, I don't think. And for me, that plan is actually flawed. And in this video, I want to explain to you guys why Uhuru Kenyatta's plan to impeach Ruto, for that matter, cannot work. The idea is simple. Number one, they want to force Ruto to stop interfering with political parties. So they'll bring the motion in Parliament. Kenyans will decide whether they win or not, but at least their voice shall have been heard, which for me is something I support. And also, if they were to move that motion, even if it won't get votes, the truth is it will be an opportunity for them to actually dissect Ruto. If they can get a courageous member of Parliament to push the motion to Parliament on the floor, then the person can prosecute that motion. Then they'll be able to expose William Ruto and his that. And I also tend to think that it's just good for the democracy. But can it succeed? It cannot. For you to impeach the President of the Republic of Kenya, there are grounds. So it can be removed on the ground of physical and mental incapacity to perform the functions of the office. I don't think we've reached a place where William Ruto cannot perform his functions. William Ruto is fit, so he can perform his function. And number two can be through impeachment. So automatically, because he cannot perform his function, that one will be removed. But you can also remove him, even if he can perform those functions through impeachment. And on impeachment, you can only impeach a president on the grounds of gross violation of the provisions of this constitution or any other law. I'm not a lawyer, but I don't think, as at now, that threshold has already been reached. And number two, where there are serious reasons to believe that the president has committed a crime under national or international law. On this, maybe they can use, remember when Raila Odinga and Azimio wrote a letter to ICC? Maybe those are the grounds. And number three, gross misconduct. I don't think that can qualify as at now. But do you think any motion to impeach Ruto by Uhuru Kenyatta or Jubilee can succeed? For me, I'm looking at politics from a different perspective. The truth of the matter is that Uhuru cannot impeach Ruto. But I'm sure Uhuru, if he can strategize well, can cause William Ruto to serve as a one-term president. And on this platform, I always give you the case of Barack Obama and Donald Trump. You know, Obama had a candidate, Hillary. Donald Trump defeated Hillary. Obama took it in stride and started strategizing. Trump was elected just the way William Ruto was elected, through lies, propaganda. You know, he identified some aspects which he was able to sell to the people there. Then Obama decided to sponsor now a different candidate. So I'm assuming that Uhuru can decide now not to support Raila, but support another candidate. Then with a good strategy, they can easily defeat Ruto. But I don't think it can happen through an impeachment. I want us to look at why Uhuru cannot impeach William Ruto, whether today, tomorrow, or the other day. Before we do that, in case you're watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Now, without any further ado, let me give you the 4 reasons why I think Uhuru and Jubilee can never impeach Ruto. Number 1, politics, especially in parliament, is a game of numbers. After the last election, Azimio coalition had majority of members of parliament on their side. That's granted. Right now, Azimio has very few members of parliament. But interesting thing is that all members of parliament, majority of them who are elected on Jubilee Party, are now swearing their allegiance to William Ruto. Independent candidates to William Ruto. So where will they get the numbers? Where? Because for you to impeach a president, you don't just need majority. You require 2/3. So where? Because Uhuru Kenyatta has created a perception which I think is bad for him, that he's unable to control his troops. As a president, he was unable. Now, in Azimio, he cannot even hold meetings with Jubilee MPs. How many MPs were elected on Jubilee ticket? Uhuru Kenyatta has enough money to sustain these members of parliament. You know, I don't think Sabina Chege would not be happy serving Uhuru Kenyatta as a servant. But Uhuru Kenyatta is a prince. He doesn't care. So he has lost the numbers. So that number 2, timing. You know, in war, you should only enter into action when you are sure. Currently, as we speak, Ruto has his eyes on Jubilee. And strategically, he's dismantling Jubilee. So for me, that's not the right time. We are discussing BBI, the bipartisan talks. We are discussing finance bill, cost of living. Then Jubilee wing of Uhuru Kenyatta is coming that we want to impeach William Ruto. I don't think impeachment of William Ruto is a matter of priority to Kenyans at this time. They will consider that as just mere drama. So the timing is not right. I wish they would have waited a bit. But again, even if they timed well, it won't succeed. Number 3, I also believe that William Ruto is actually praying wherever he is for that opportunity to humiliate and shame Uhuru Kenyatta again. Wherever he is, he's just saying, okay, these guys want to impeach me. God allowed them to bring that motion in Parliament. That motion might even end up without anybody's accounting. And William Ruto would want another political contest with Uhuru Kenyatta. Because the question is, if William Ruto could win all members of Parliament from Jubilee, when Uhuru Kenyatta was actually a sitting president, by that time, right now Uhuru is outside, without power. Can he succeed? So it means now as a president, he'll humiliate him more. Like right now, he has taken away most of members of Parliament from Jubilee. He will now then take all of them. Raid Azimio, have all of them. Some MPs will just be given 10,000 and then they'll be told, don't appear in Parliament on that day. And number 4, why this thing cannot succeed is Mount Kenya factor and the need to control Jubilee Party. William Ruto is keen on Mount Kenya. And William Ruto understands that Uhuru Kenyatta is also keen on trying to revive Mount Kenya. So William Ruto is going to spend all his energy, resources, and everything to ensure that there's no any other political party which is going to emerge in Mount Kenya. He will continue creating this kind of drama. So the person these guys will identify to propose to make to move the motion, that's the person William Ruto is going to deal with there. So that motion might not even see the light of the day. Why? Because Ruto is keen on Mount Kenya. He wants to take control of Jubilee. The mere fact that Jubilee is thinking of sponsoring a motion of no confidence or maybe impeachment against Ruto is something which Ruto is not going to take lightly. He wants the name Jubilee to die. That will be his wish. Let me hear from you. Maybe I could be wrong. Let me know the strategy which you think Uhuru Kenyatta and his allies can actually apply to succeed in impeaching Uhuru Kenyatta. Let me know. Thank you guys and may you have a good day. Bye-bye.